Caroline, can you please answer me? Because you seem to be trying to block me off.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about you. Hello,
I'm asking you, am I detained or I'm leaving because you seem Monday? And then don't touch me because that's unwanted contact and it'll be assault, Caroline.
If I could have an officer come to the backyard.
Don't touch me, please, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Wait with me, sir.
I don't want to wait with you now.
Wait with me, sir.
No, I'm not waiting with you, miss.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to just wait a moment for me.
But I don't want to. But I don't want to. Unless you're detaining me. Miss, do not touch me, please.
Is this your friend?
I'm not talking to you no more.
Right, I'm going to detain you.
Under what?
Under suspicion of vehicle interference.
Vehicle interference.
Okay.
I spoke to PC Mitchell, and we said there's some broken vehicles down the back. We said we could get some pictures of them.
Isn't that what I've just told you?
Okay.
Isn't that what I've just told you, miss?
I've just got some suspicions that your colleague was potentially
why don't you go and see? Why don't you go and ask PC Mitchell?
I've told you already. I'm
why don't you get back on the comms, get on the comms or your phone and ask PC Mitchell if he give us permission, please?
Look. The moment she lunges to grab him while he is actively trying to leave, the weakness of the entire encounter becomes clear. Policing is not supposed to operate by using force first and searching for justification afterward. A mere hunch about possible interference with vehicles does not automatically create grounds to detain someone. Detention powers require specific, objective facts that reasonably link a person to suspected criminal activity, not instinct or speculation alone. When her initial control of the situation appears to slip, the allegation suddenly escalates from a man with a camera to someone suspected of vehicle theft. That kind of abrupt narrative jump does not look like measured assessment. It looks like an attempt to retrofit stronger grounds after the fact.
Because if you don't...
He did say there was no signs to stop us.
Can I just ask
No,
you?
can I just inform you? No, can I just inform you of this? I have told you that a colleague of yours gave me permission to be there, right?
Okay,
now what you should have done is got on your phone and you should have established and ascertained, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
But now you've did.
Yeah,
you should have.
And I can't
I am, yeah, because I am, Caroline, because me and you had a lovely conversation, didn't we?
We did have a lovely conversation.
And then you're going down a mad road.
I've asked someone to join me.
Okay.
I am going to detain you at the moment under Section 1 of PACE on suspicion that you may well have been trying to steal a vehicle and may have something on you.
Okay.
That would back that up.
Okay.
Okay, so do you understand that you're detained at the moment by me because I'm suspicious of what you're up to in this police station, okay? I haven't yet detained your colleague, but do you understand what's going on?
Okay.
So I'm a warranted officer, and my grounds for doing this is I've got suspicions of what you've been doing in this car park.
I do not consent to your search. However,
she seriously undermines her own position on camera. She admits that her colleague had already allowed him to film and acknowledges that she should have checked that before making physical contact. That admission suggests the situation was not properly assessed before force was used. Instead of stepping back once that becomes clear, she pivots to claiming a stop under Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984 Section 1 is justified because he might have something on him. That is a significant stretch. Section 1 is not a fallback option for an officer who realizes the initial approach was mistaken. It requires reasonable grounds based on objective facts suggesting possession of stolen or prohibited items. Trying to transform a person standing in a car park into grounds for a search, without specific evidence, raises serious questions about whether these powers are being understood and applied correctly.
Yeah, under duress, I will let you under duress, miss.
There's no duress here,
yeah,
fella.
There is.
Suspicion.
How can you, please don't touch me. That doesn't give you permission to touch me, does it? Doesn't give you permission to touch me, miss. Please don't touch me. Hello, sir. So, PC Mitchell, can you come and sort your colleague out, please?
This male under Section 1 place to do
PC Mitchell, give me permission, sir.
My colleague has detained you under Section 1.
Okay. Will you leave go me then?
No, I'm going to hold on to you.
Leave go me?
At the moment under Section 1.
It's going to cost you more money, you know.
It's not going to cost me any money.
What, your chief constable? So you're not bothered about your chief constable? Your chief constable, right, is going to pay because of your actions.
The guy there, the guy, listen,
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. The guy who gave us permission,
I've got suspicions.
You can ascertain now from your colleague.
In that car park, suspect that you may well be stealing items.
Okay then.
And I'm therefore going to search you.
What did you see me doing, Caroline?
I saw you
Don't
walking.
forget, everything's recorded. You see me walking. Okay, come on, carry on then, Caroline, please.
And what's your name, sir?
What's your name?
I've already told you. My name is Caroline. And what's your first name again?
Darren.
And what was your last name?
I'm not telling you.
Okay.
She maintains a grip on his wrist while he appears to be standing still and complying with directions, yet continues to describe his behavior as resisting. That description is difficult to reconcile with what is visible in the interaction. Someone does not become non-compliant simply because they are questioning what is happening or not responding in the way an officer prefers. Using that label without clear resistance risks being seen as a justification for force rather than an accurate assessment. The explanation then appears to shift repeatedly, from concerns about vehicle tampering to possession and then to theft. Without a report, clear evidence, or any indication that something has actually been stolen, those changing allegations raise serious questions. When the grounds keep moving like that, it can create the impression that accusations are being adjusted after the fact rather than based on solid, consistent evidence from the outset.
We are in a bit of a public view. Do you mind if we just go to the corner there?
No, I feel unsafe.
Well, that's what I would prefer to do, so just for your dignity. So if we just go over there...
Why are you not stripping me?
Sorry?
You're not stripping me.
I didn't say...
Right, so I don't need to go over there then.
Well,
I'm okay, yeah? I don't want to. I don't want to, sir.
Do you want me to search then if you're happy to hold on to
of course, you're the male, aren't you?
Do you understand my
Well, wait there, will you just wait 2 seconds? Will you wait there 2 seconds, please? And then
I'm
you can
going to
search
put
me.
some gloves on.
Right, listen, your colleagues there, right, will give us permission. Why don't you ascertain? Because this is illegal, mate. Right? We wouldn't have been in there if PC Mitchell didn't allow us to go in there. Fucking tyrants like that. No, I'm sorry, but but fucking tyrants like this idiot. I'm sorry, but she's violating me though, PC Mitchell. No, I'll put my hand up. My hand is up there.
And if you could deal with that, thank you. It's all right.
I'll keep my hand up. Is it against the law?
Yeah,
my name's Darren. How many more times?
How many more times?
How many more times would you like me to tell you my name? It's not going to change.
You've only said the first part of your name?
Yeah, Darren. That's all you need to know. You're lucky I've even given you.
The officer attempts to direct him toward a corner away from public view, but he challenges that immediately. He points out that, absent a more intrusive search requiring privacy, there is no automatic obligation to relocate simply because officers would prefer fewer witnesses. He raises a valid point. A routine stop and search is generally expected to be conducted lawfully and transparently, not hidden from public observation for convenience alone. Rather than addressing that concern, the interaction continues with efforts to physically reposition him while a straightforward solution remains available, speaking with the colleague nearby who had already given permission for the filming. Choosing not to verify those facts with their own colleague risks prolonging the encounter unnecessarily and gives the impression that preserving the initial stance has become more important than resolving the issue accurately.
I need to breathe. I need to breathe. Well, move then. Move then.
I don't have to do what you tell me, sir. I
need to breathe. I can't breathe. I need to take my medication.
So you got your hands free, you can do that.
Please just leave. Go off there. See, that wasn't hard, was it? I just don't want you to take that number, mate.
I'm not interested in numbers. I'm just making sure. I'm looking for stolen items. Do you understand what my colleague said, don't you?
Yeah.
The reason why you've been searched. As long as you understand, that's all.
Well, I don't understand.
Can I just ask you to keep your hands out the bag?
Do you want me to keep my hand down?
Just keep your hands just there if you want, man.
Fucking hell, she's telling me down. You tell me up, man.
As long as it's
I don't know whether I'm coming or going, mate. Right there, then.
You can just whip off your shoulder.
I don't know whether I'm coming or going. Have you?
I've given you my ID.
You're not getting no ID off me. Unlucky.
I'm going to need your details though, fella.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Well, you better arrest me then, because you're not getting them. Arrest me.
Would you like me to fill the
Arrest me. You're not getting them, man.
Well, to be honest, sir, I have got suspicions of your reason for being here. I'd like to know more.
Do what you need to do.
Mitchell has permitted you to walk around this car park.
The superintendent's already said as well.
He didn't permit us as such, but he did say that there's no signs, and because there's no signs, it is public property and publicly accessible.
Under
the superintendent agreed.
This is the point where the encounter becomes especially concerning. When she obstructs him from using his inhaler, the issue shifts from enforcement to welfare. Access to essential medical aid should not be delayed during a stop unless there is an immediate and compelling safety reason, and none is clearly apparent here. Continuing to hold him while he appears to be in visible distress, while describing that as resisting, is difficult to justify on the facts presented. She also repeatedly asks for his personal details without identifying a clear legal power requiring him to provide them. If he is not under arrest and no specific statutory basis is being relied upon, providing that information would generally be voluntary, the questioning then continues about why he is there, despite him already stating that a superintendent had authorized his presence and that no restriction applied. Ignoring those explanations rather than verifying them risks prolonging the encounter without clear purpose.
Unusual people at the
I'm
moment.
happy the search is completed now, so I'll fill the stop searching on your
Good luck
behalf.
with that.
Could I get your...
Why are you still holding him?
Why are you still holding me? You've detained me for the section 1 of pairs.
Yep.
He's finished the search, so leave go. Leave go, man. Leave go. He's not getting my details. Not getting my details. Unlucky then.
We will need them.
You're not getting them. Section 1 of pairs, Caroline, does not entitle you my details, does it? I tell you what, your superintendent's not going to be very happy, is he? Because I'm suing you for the search already. So if you want to take my liberty as well, it's going to cost you more, isn't it? So you do what you've got to do. Right, you do what you've got to do. He's already searched me. He's been through every pocket, so I can put my hands in my pocket. And you will step back then.
I am stepping.
So what I'm
shut up then.
I'm going to fill the form in. Is it Darren, did you say?
It's Darren. You're not getting no more details from that.
Do you identify yourself as a male or female?
The moment the search concludes, the legal basis for continued detention becomes a central issue. Under Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984 Section 1, the power to detain is tied to carrying out the search itself. It is not an open-ended authority to continue holding someone once that purpose has been completed. If the search ends with nothing found, any further restriction on movement would need its own separate and lawful justification. Without that, the continued detention becomes difficult to defend. It is striking that the person being searched appears to be the one explaining that Section 1 does not automatically create an entitlement to personal details. Requests for identifying information require their own legal basis. They do not arise simply because a search has taken place. By continuing to physically restrain him after the search is over, the officer risks extending a limited power beyond its lawful scope. At that stage, the encounter appears less about the search itself and more about an unwillingness to accept that the authority has ended.
Tyrants like Carolina, right, abuse, right, the legislation, right. What should happen is she should pay out of her wages, not the chief constable, and then she'd be reluctant. She'd be reluctant, wouldn't she? I'm going to go back over it, you know.
Get an answer for me.
An answer.
Can I get someone who's got somebody else to talk to?
Get an answer. She's going to go for the arrest there, isn't she? So you go for it. Do you know what, mate? Keep that. I don't want it.
We are.
Yeah.
You talk to a couple.
I can get it over the phone. I can get it over the phone.
You think you're cutting it wrong?
See you later.
Yeah, you're right.
See you later.
I'm wondering what the hell you're
See you later then.
See you, Caroline.
Caroline, bye.
See you, fellas.
Caroline, have a fabulous evening, because I'm going out thinking the money that I'm getting off you.
Yeah, you stay safe, yeah?
Well, because I've wished you a fabulous evening. Look, I've told her to have a fabulous evening, and she's like, I want to arrest him.
What stands out most is the lack of closure once the search produces nothing. Instead of the encounter ending cleanly with a clear explanation, the officer appears to continue probing, as though trying to salvage grounds that are no longer there to that stage. The focus should shift back to evidence and lawful authority. If the search has found nothing and no new grounds emerge, continuing the pressure risks looking less like investigation and more like an unwillingness to accept that the suspicion was misplaced. Eventually, he walks away, not because the matter is clearly resolved, but because the interaction seems to lose momentum. There is no obvious explanation, no proper wrap-up, and little acknowledgement of what has just occurred. A well-handled stop normally ends with clarity. Either a lawful next step or a clear conclusion. When that structure is missing, the encounter can appear to unravel rather than conclude. Torbinator later replied to a comment saying he intended to sue, which suggests he felt strongly about how the situation was handled. In circumstances like this, legal action can be possible where there are arguable grounds, such as unlawful force or improper interference with rights, but there is no public follow-up here confirming whether anything came of it. If you found value in this breakdown, make sure to like the video.